back after taking a few days off. I just got my first house and I am so freaking exhausted. I've been dealing with moving with that. But now I needed to come back and talk about Damond, Goddess, and Bonita because they have a lot going on. First of all, it came out that Goddess is pregnant, which I'm assuming with Damond's baby. Damond went live where he admitted that Goddess has been very hormonal, and he revealed the reason why is because she's pregnant. And he has 4 other baby mamas, so she's officially baby mama number 5.
Hormones just like all over the place. And then, like, I'm just not one of them type of, I'm not one of them type of men that just go for anything. Like, no, we're not doing that. I don't want no kids. I don't want no more kids. No. So a motherfucker is just a person who say something one way and it really be something else for real. That's what it really is. I want some real shit. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that. She's pregnant right now, and I don't know. I just got on some shit like he just. Like, I don't understand where it's going at. Like, I'm not leaving Bonita alone. Like, I don't know what it is that you want me to do. Like, I'm not leaving her alone. Like, you got this in your head. But what's really going on is like, it's a lot. I don't even really got time. I gotta be out the car. Yeah, Gigi ain't tell you all that though. That's the crazy part. Y'all running on my live saying shit. But Gigi ain't tell you all that. She really got mad as shit at me. Like, she mad as shit. Like, but it's alright because, like, my intention is not to hurt nobody. You feel me? Like, my intention, I got good intentions for real. But I'm just, like, cut from a different cloth. And I might be just too much, which is.
Then on this next week's episode, I can't share this clip because WeTV always claims my videos anytime that I share clips from the episodes. But they literally kiss each other in this upcoming week's episode. We're going to see Bonita and Goddess finally meet, which I cannot wait because I was thinking they were going to drag this out to the season finale. I'm so glad they're going to finally do this now. And yeah, Goddess and Bonita meet up. We're going to see them do a confessional together. And Bonita was like, yeah, I'll F your girl. And she starts kissing up on Goddess. I'm like, okay, maybe Damond might get this poly relationship he wants. Or maybe Bonita might just get some sweet revenge by getting some coochie from Goddess. And if you guys remember, I covered a comment like a month ago under one of my posts where someone was claiming they're local and all the locals knew that Goddess swung both ways. So now it's starting to make a little sense. I did find it interesting how he's talking about how he doesn't want more kids, but Goddess has kids and now he's got Goddess knocked up to be his baby mama number 5. And this man was proud before he got Goddess pregnant. He was bragging about his 4 kids from his 4 different baby mamas on the show. So let's talk about this show. We see Damond and he is with Bonita. And what was interesting is with Goddess, he could only last 30 seconds. But with Bonita, he was able to go multiple rounds. He was able to build up his stamina for Bonita. And meanwhile, Goddess is back at home. And she's all sad. She's sitting there on the couch wondering where the hell Damond is. Because she thought that he was going to go to the PO, come right back, and they're just going to have a good night all over again. Like when he was released. And they're going to have some sex, have some drinks. She's going to cook for him. But now she has cooked. And Damond's nowhere to be found. And she doesn't know what to think. She's really upset because she's like, how the hell is he just going to keep his phone off and not go get his phone fixed and not try to contact me? Like, it's one thing if you don't have a phone. But if you're with somebody who's giving you a ride to the PO office, then you can easily use their phone, especially with the fact that he's been in prison and he was calling Goddess so much in prison. I'm sure he's got her number memorized, so that's not really an excuse to say you forgot her number, you don't know her number. Then while Goddess is sitting there, one of her homegirls show up, and they're sitting there just standing over this plate of food that Goddess made for Damond that looks like it's not going to be eaten. And her friend's asking her, like, where the hell's Damond? I thought he was going to be here. You guys were going to have a good time. And Goddess was like, I have no idea. He hasn't called. I have no idea where he went after his probation. And Goddess revealed in a confessional, she's like, you know what? I'm starting to think that Damond has unfinished business with Bonita. And I agree. And that's the thing. I feel like if he was just upfront and honest and was like, hey, you know, I got kids with Bonita, so I need to go see my kid. Goddess would be fine with that. Maybe she'd be a little scared because, you know, Bonita and him have past history. But as the fact that Bonita is one of his baby mamas, he's going to have to see her to see his kids. But the fact that he's hiding things from Goddess isn't dumb, and she's starting to catch on to what he's doing. And then we see Damond, and he goes outside at Bonita's house, and he's telling the cameraman, yeah, I gotta be sneaky. You know, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with Goddess. I gotta try to call Goddess. And he's sitting there whispering to the cameraman because he says he has to be quiet because he doesn't want Bonita to hear. And man, I would be so freaking heated if that was Bonita and Goddess and I'm watching this show and I know, okay, we just went 2 rounds, we're having a good time, I did all this stuff for you to come home just for you to sneak out and sit there and embarrass me in these confessionals and talk about another woman. Oh hell no. And that's crazy to me because the fact that Goddess is pregnant now means that she saw the last episode of Love During Lockup where he was playing both of them, and she already knew about this, and they already filmed this season that we are seeing now, and she still decided, okay, I want him to be one of my baby daddies. I know, like, once you get in your 30s or 40s, it's hard to find someone who doesn't have kids anymore when you look for a partner. But damn, if somebody already had 4 baby mamas when I got with them, to me, that would be a major red flag. So then we see Damond and his mother and stepfather come over and see him at Bonita's. They all sit down for dinner, and they take Damond's mother and stepfather outside. And the mother was like, yeah, you know, I wish him the best. Well, the stepfather, he isn't even, like, blood with Damond, and he was sitting there and speaking more truth than the mother was. He was like, yeah, he needs to only pick one woman, and he needs to be honest, because nobody lives long enough to be a liar. Eventually, it's going to catch up with you. Shout out to the stepfather for saying that, and being willing to go against the grain to sit there and speak some real truth, because that's shit that his mother should be saying, and should be saying to Damond, not the stepfather. And then we see Damond and Goddess, and Bonita, they go to the bedroom. Bonita had it all set up nice, and like I said, he went a few rounds with Bonita, and they go to bed, and the next morning, Bonita wakes up, and she thinks she's about to cuddle with Damond, make him some breakfast, and get their day started, but she rolls over in the bed, and Damond is nowhere to be found. And you guys remember that Bonita's car is broken down, so she had to borrow Damond's mom's car? Well, I guess in the middle of the night, he decided to just jack the keys, and he dipped out with his mom's car, and now Bonita is stuck back at the place with no car, no transportation. But Bonita is not a dumb cookie. She's like, you know what? I know that he's trying to immobilize me so he can go be up to some funny shit, and he doesn't want me to be able to find him. But she's like, I don't give a damn. I'll go get me one of those damn green scooters and ride around downtown looking for his ass. Like, Bonita is not the one to mess with. And he goes over to Goddess. Oh, no, he didn't go to Goddess's at first. He took his ass to urgent care because I guess when he was in prison, he was having tooth pain. And it doesn't sound like he was having tooth pain at this moment, but he's so desperate for an excuse and to go back to Goddess's house and be on her good graces. And he knows that there's really no other good excuse to use to be like, oh, I went missing all day yesterday. So he's like, you know what? I need to just go to urgent care, get me some paperwork from them so I can show Goddess, so I can have excuse on where I've been. So that's exactly what he did. He went and got some medicine. He got a doctor's piece of paper saying that he was at the doctor all day and what his diagnosis was for his tooth pain. And then he goes to Goddess's house, and when Goddess is all upset, he just hands her the paperwork, and she's like, oh, I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad at him while he's going through it. And that's just him being manipulative. And he knows, okay, all I gotta do is just get in her fifis and make her feel bad for me, and then she'll just forget about everything I did. And it's crazy. He's only out for a day or two, and here he is already lying about going to doctor's appointments and all that. And Goddess felt bad, and she really didn't want to bring anything else up. I mean, she did ask him, like, where were you besides that? And he's like, oh no, I just had to go to the doctor, I had to go to the PO, it's been a long day, I was at the urgent care forever. But I mean, you weren't at the urgent care all night. Like, if that was Goddess, I would have pressed him a little more, because you weren't sleeping in that urgent care office. There's no way. I would have been looking at the time he got there on the paperwork and the time that he left. And then Bonita is back at the house, and she's going crazy because she knows that he's up to some shit. So she's like, I'm gonna go around downtown and start looking at all the places I think I can find him on, and I'm gonna see if I can find his ass. So she got a ride, I'm assuming, from the producers, and she's riding in the back seat. She's got the window rolled down, and she is looking for Damond's ass. Like I said, Damond found the wrong one to play with, because she's gonna catch his ass up real quick. And after next week's episode, it seems like eventually she was able to find out about Goddess some way, somehow. I wonder if Goddess ended up reaching out to Bonita and they met up with each other. Or if I wonder if the producers were messy and they're like, hey, you know, by the way, we know where Damond really's been at, and they decided to have them meet up with each other. But either way, I am so excited for this week's episode because I know it's going to be a good one. I thought this season was only going to be like 7 or 8 episodes long, but it looks like it's going to be a little longer than that, because we're already like, what, 4 or 5 episodes in, and it looks like we're only about like halfway through the season. But yeah, it looks like their storyline is definitely about to be giving. So you guys let me know what you think about all this in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.